Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the design and topology planning of a redundant enterprise network before we start the configuration. Because every real network starts with the topology design. Okay, so that is what we are going to achieve in this video. Okay, we are going to design the topology. Now, in my last video where I introduced this project series, I briefly walked through the business scenario and the requirement. Okay, but for the sake of this video, I will quickly go through once again so that we will see what we'll be designing. Okay, good. So it says a fast-growing enterprise has recently moved into a new three-story office building. The company requires a robust infrastructure that relies on uninterrupted network and internet connectivity for daily operations. As the lead network associate, you have been tasked with designing a network that survives failures, okay, prevents unauthorized access and automates IP management for hundreds of users. Okay, good. So that's the scenario, and it is going to be in a three-story office building, so there's going to be three floors. Okay, so floor one is going to house the sales and logistics department, which is going to be VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Okay, we are going to segment the department using VLANs. Okay, we will see that one whilst we are building the project. Okay, good. Floor 2 is going to have the HR, finance, and then the legal department, which is going to be VLAN 30, 40, and 50 respectfully. And then floor 3 is going to have VLAN 60 and 70, and it is the IT command center and then the server room, okay, which is basically the IT department and then a dedicated server room. Good. And then these are the technical requirements. High availability internet access using two different ISPs, okay. Public static IP addressing for external connectivity, department-based network segmentation, centralized server services, wireless access for mobile users in each department. Okay, we are going to have the wireless access for smartphones and tablets, scalable routing and enterprise grade security controls. Okay, there are a lot of technologies that will be implemented, but for the sake of this video, this is what we are going to base on, because this is the first stage where we are designing the topology. Okay, good. So based on the scenario, the company requires a high availability. Okay, these three things are very crucial: high availability, network redundancy, and then secure and scalable um, design. Okay, to meet these requirements, i I used a hierarchical network design, which consists of a core layer which handles the routing and also connects the internal network to the ISP. Okay, and we are going to use two routers for the core layer. Okay, we are going to use two routers, and there is a distribution layer that manages interVLAN routing between the internal network. Okay, we are going to use a multi-layer switch, okay, which is the layer 3 switches for the distribution layer. And then lastly, there is the access layer, okay, which is going to connect the end devices like the PC, the printers, and then the access point. Okay, but at the very top of the topology, I'm going to place the two routers. That's going to serve as the internet service provider. Okay, so in the scenario, it says we are going to have a high availability internet access using two different ISP, okay, internet service providers, okay, in order to assure a high availability. So at the very top, we are going to use two routers to achieve that, okay, and the router that we will be using is the 2911, okay. So let's go ahead and start the topology, okay. Good. So okay, good. And then we are going to have another two who is going to be for the core layer, okay. So this is going to be core layer router, sorry, okay. And then we are going to use a multi-layer switch, okay. Two of them also, we are going to use two multi-layer switch for the distribution layer, okay. So you know what, I will quickly name these routers so that it will be very clear to avoid confusion, okay. So I will quickly do that. Okay, good. So um the multi-layer switch at the distribution layer, and then we are going to have an access switch which will be this, which is going to be this switch, okay, 2960 switch, okay. Good. And this switch is going, we are going to have one of these switch in each department, okay. So this switch is what end devices are going to connect to, okay. Good. So let me put it here, and then let's see, let me add one PC, one printer, and an access point, and then a smart device, a smartphone, and a tablet, okay. So a tablet and a smartphone, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so this is the access switch, okay. So this one is the access switch, and these are the end devices, okay, and this is an access point, okay. Good. So all this all this is going to be in one department, okay. It's going to be one department or VLAN, okay. Good. So I will quickly name them according to department so that it will be very clear and not confusing, okay. Good. So let's say this one is going to be in the floor 1, floor 1 switch 1, okay. And this one is going to be um floor 1 PC 1, okay. Good. And sorry, floor 1 printer 1, and then this one will be floor 1 floor 1 AP 1. Good. And then floor 1 tablet 1, and then floor 1 phone 1, okay. Good. So these are the department. Okay, so this is the first department. Okay, floor one, first department. Okay, so what I will do is that I will copy and then I will paste them in order not to waste time. Okay, good. So I will quickly do that. Copy. Okay, good. Okay, so I will quickly design the department. Okay, so that there will be much clarity in order not to be confused. Okay, so let me grab this one here, and then I'm going to give this one is floor one. Okay, floor one, because in our case studies, floor one will have only two departments. Okay, floor two is going to have three, and then floor three is going to have two. Okay, good. So floor one has two departments. Okay, so these are these box represent the floors, and then there is two separate departments. Okay, good. So let me also differentiate between each department. Okay, good. And the designing of this floor, you can choose any color. Okay, I'm using a different color code to differentiate between the various VLANs. Okay, good. But you can use any of the color of your choice. Okay, it isn't specific. Any of the color of your choice, you can use it. Okay, good. So okay, so this is one floor and two department. Okay, good. I'll quickly do the same thing for the other floors and departments. So, okay, in order not to waste time, I'll quick. Okay, so as you can see, they are looking clean. Okay, so these are the access layer switches. Okay, and they are going to connect to these end devices. Okay, good. And don't worry about the tablet and then the phone connecting to any of these AP. Yeah, because we've not configured it yet, so it will connect to any of the AP. Good. Okay. So now we've gotten to a point where we have to um, connect these devices together. Okay, so we have our ISP routers here, our core layer here, our distribution layer, and then our um, access layer. Okay, so good. Now we are going to connect them together. And this design approach is commonly used in enterprise environment because it makes the network easier to scale and also to secure and to troubleshoot. Okay, it makes them very very easy to manage. And when we come to the access layer, each department is placed in its own VLAN. Okay, to improve security, performance, and organization. Okay, so as you can see here, guys, the floors have been designed very nicely. It is easy to differentiate between the department and then the VLAN. Now, coming to the connection between these devices, we are going to use a copper straight through cable and a crossover cable for the connections. But the most important thing, we are going to use a serial cabling, okay, a serial cabling for the ISP. Okay, so between the ISP and then the core router, we are going to use a serial cabling. Okay, we are going to use the serial cabling, the serial DCE cable to connect between the ISP and then the core router. Okay, good. And below the ISP router, we have two core routers, and these two core routers are going to connect to both the ISP router. Okay, so each router will connect both the ISP router. Now, if I try to connect the serial cable, you can see that there's no port for the serial cable. Okay, there's no port for the serial cable. Okay, we have to enable that port by grabbing this two, and sorry, first you have to turn it off. Okay, let's turn the router off, and then let's grab this HWIC 2 and put it here. You can put it in any of the slot. Okay, so let us put it here, and then let us power it on. Okay, good. I will do that for the rest of the routers, both the ISP and then the core router. Okay, so now when we grab the ISP and then try to connect, okay, so you can see there is a serial port here. Okay, good. So I will connect them. Okay, good. So each core router is going to connect to the two ISP. Okay, so this one is connected to this one is connected to this. Okay, good. This ensure redundancy. Okay, good. And then between the core router and then the multi-layer switch too, we are going to do the same thing. Okay, yes. Each multi-layer switch is going to connect to the two of the core routers. Okay, good. I have to power it on here. There is no power. There is no power here, so I have to pull the power. Good. Okay. So I'll grab this one. Good. And then between the distribution layer and then the access layer, each of these switches in the department are going to connect to both of the multi-layer switch. Okay, so you see that Good. So as you can see, each of the access layer switch is connected to both of the multi-layer switches, okay, or the switches in the distribution layer. Good. I think let me grab them and bring them in the middle a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Now let us connect between the department. Okay. Okay. Good. So we are done connecting the devices. As you can see, they are looking very, very nicely. Okay. No confusion. They have been segmented very, very nicely. Okay. Good. But now you can see that there is these links here are shut down. Okay, the links are shut down. You can see it is red. See here they are green, but here they are red. Okay, so I will enable them. Okay, you can do them in the CLI, or you can come here. Okay, or you can come here and then you put it on. Okay, good. So this is S00, okay, serial interface 00, okay, and then this is um 01, okay. So that's what I just did here. So the 00, I have put it on. You can also do it in the CLI, okay, but I think here it's very quickly. And then 012, we'll have it one on, okay, and then we'll come here. Okay, so now you can see that they are up, okay, they have been enabled. And between this one to I will do the same thing. Okay, G00 and G01, G01 and then G00. Okay, so on, on. Okay, good. It is looking very, very nice. The design is looking very, very nice. Okay, so having multiple core and distribution devices increase fault tolerance. Okay, good. So remember in our case study, it says network that survives failures. Okay, to survive failures, so what it means is technically if one of the router one of the devices or the link goes down, the network will remain operational. Okay, good. So this is the ISP. Okay, this is the ISP. Maybe I can identify it with some color. What color can I use? Maybe this one. Okay, so let's say, yeah. So here there's going to be a public IP addresses between these devices for point to point, and then this router here, these two router here is going to serve as the internal route. Okay, it's going to serve as the internal routing, and then this one is going to have the interVLAN routing. Okay, so here there's going to be a point to point IP addresses, the same as this place too, but this place is going to be for public IP addresses, and here is going to be the internal IP addresses. So in the next video, which is going to be part 2 of this project series, I'll go ahead and implement the IP addressing and subnetting. So if you have not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe so that you will not miss any of the upcoming videos. And you have already subscribed to, thank you very much for um, supporting this journey. And remember, all these projects are part of the steps that I'm taking to transition into working as a network engineer. Okay, good. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.